Welcome to Winter Warmers Week 3 home workout. We're going to start with some cardio. We're going to do 10 star jumps. If you want something lower impact, you can just do a nice light side toe tap. Lovely, good work. After that, we're going to put our hands down on the ground. We're going to come into some mountain climbers. Nice and light on the toes, bringing your knees right up towards your chest. You can do the variation where you're just stepping nice and slowly, or you can jog quickly from one foot to the other. We're going to do 20 of these, 10 on each leg. Then we're standing up. We are going to do 15 kicks on each leg. If you want a higher impact option, you can hop like I'm doing here. If you reach towards your toes across your body, you're going to engage your core more. Changing legs, excellent work. 15 on the other side. Option to just kick it or to kick and jump. It's up to you. Almost there. Excellent work. Oh, take a nice deep breath. We're going to do this 3 times. So we're back to our star jumps here. Remembering, if you need that easier option, you can just take it down to a side tap. Nice and easy. Or on the toes. Here we are for our mountain climbers. Round 2, squeezing your tummy up towards the ceiling. Spread your fingers out. Make sure your weight is forwards in your arms and shoulders. You want to be taking the work into your arms and abs so that the feet can work nice and light. That's 20 done. Back into our kicks. 15 on each leg. Remember, jumping is optional, totally up to you. If you want to start with the kicks and then you're feeling tired and you want to take it down and not jump, change legs, other side. Twisting, get those abs working. Nice work, you're doing such a good job. We're almost there. Whew. We're going to go through that one more time. Are you ready? Here we go. 10 more star jumps. Home stretch. And that's it. Nice work. Hands down. Mountain climbers. 20. 10 on each leg. Jogging those knees up as fast as you can. Keeping that heart rate up. Getting us warm through winter from our lounge room. Last 15 kicks on each side. Decided I'm tired and I'm not going to do jumps this time. Good job. Changing legs, other side. Kick it up as high as you can, getting a nice hamstring stretch as you lift your leg. Twisting the torso, working the waist. Almost there. And done. Fantastic job. That is our cardio warm-up done. First set over. For our second set, we're going to come down onto the ground. We're going to do a bunch of glute and arm warm-ups. I've got some ankle weights. Some of you I know at home will have some as well. You can strap them on to make these exercises harder. If you don't have ankle weights, that's totally fine. You can do these exercises just body weight. We are going to start with 20 donkey kicks on each leg. Straight backwards with the leg. Squeeze your tummy up towards the ceiling nice and tight. Make sure your knees are directly underneath your hips, hands directly underneath shoulders. The leg is going straight back. Make sure you're kicking from your butt and not from your back. See how my low back stays in the same position the whole time. I bend and extend from the knee, not from my lower back. That's 20, changing sides. If you've got those ankle weights on, this is really going to burn. We're doing 20 on each leg. If this feels like too much, you can do less if you need to. We're going to go around these 4 exercises 2 times. Next time round, I'm going to do it with a band. So if you have a band at home, maybe you can skip forward and check out how to do these exercises with a band instead of with ankle weights. If you've got no equipment, totally fine. Remember, you can just do it body weight. I'm grabbing a dumbbell here for our thread the needle exercise. But you can use a can of beans or soup or tinned tomatoes. Literally any can that you have in your pantry will be absolutely perfect for this exercise. We're only doing 5 on each side. This is a fantastic exercise to warm up your chest and back, shoulders and arms. It feels so good on your spine to rotate. Take your time. Open your arm all the way up and thread all the way under. Changing sides. 5 and up and open and thread it under. Excellent work. We've got 3 to go here. Really stretch. Try and look right up at that hand as it goes up and right through as it goes under, ear all the way to the floor. Nice big spine twist. Excellent. That's both sides done. Back to glutes. Here we've got fire hydrants. Keep the leg bent and lift your knee up and out to the side. If you're doing this exercise body weight and you want to make it harder, you can add a kick here. You want to feel like you're kicking your foot out to the side rather than back behind you like a donkey kick. Fire hydrants, as with their names, like a dog, lifting their leg up out to the side to wee on a fire hydrant. So you want to have that real feeling of opening up through the hips, lifting the knee really high. That's 20. Let's change sides. Again, squeezing the tummy in nice and tight, trying to keep your upper body as still as possible and focusing on just lifting that knee, working the glutes without twisting too much through the back. Keep drawing your belly button up towards the roof. You're almost there. Feel the burn. Woo, done. Next, we're going to do a bird dog. I didn't name this exercise, it's a bit weird. But you're going to reach forwards, opposite arm and leg, and then you're going to try and come in and squeeze that elbow and knee and try and get them to touch. Squeeze your tummy up towards the ceiling and then stretch it out. Again, we're only going to do 5 of these on each side, working the shoulders. Do this again with the can of beans or soup that you grabbed from your kitchen. Squeeze the tummy in as you bring it in. Stretch it out. Abs and shoulders. Abs, squeeze, and shoulders, reach. This is the last one here. Very good. That's our 4 exercises. We're going to do this twice. So that absolutely killed my glutes. I'm going to take these ankle weights off. And this time round, I'm going to do it with a band instead. So if anyone has a booty band at home, one of these ones, you can go and grab that now and pop it around your feet. So back to our 20 donkey kicks, straight backwards. You just pop the band around the toes, make sure your feet are flexed, and then you kick that leg straight backwards, same as before. So my legs are doing the exact same thing. The only difference now is that I've created a bit of resistance with the band. I definitely find this easier than the ankle weights. Those ankle weights I had on were 2.5 kilos. This is my tightest band, but it's still nowhere near as hard as what it was with those ankle weights. As you can see here, I've got my knuckles on the ground. So if anyone has bad wrist, you can always go for the knuckles option rather than the open hand so that you're not putting more pressure through your wrists. Again, squeeze the tummy up nice and tight. That's 20. Changing sides. Really trying to keep the back nice and flat. Eye line looking down at the ground so that your head and neck are in line with the rest of your spine. We're really focusing on kicking backwards, not up towards the ceiling. You don't need to kick up to get more glute activation. Stretching that leg straight backwards. Starting to feel the burn now. A few more to go. Keep squeezing the tummy nice and tight. And done. Good work. Back to our thread the needle. This one's the exact same. So If you happen to not have any canned goods at your house, you can do this body weight if you want to. I don't know anyone who, especially post-COVID, doesn't keep a can of something in their cupboard at all times, just in case the doomsday preppers steal all the goods from the supermarket. That's 5 now. Last one. Thread it through. Good work. Changing sides. Open up. Thread it under. Ear all the way to the floor. Just a warm-up exercise. We're really just trying to mobilize our spine and shoulders here. Enjoy it. Not everything we do needs to be a killer. Some things can feel nice. Last one. That's it. Very good. I'm going to move. I'm actually going to keep the band around my ankles here as I do 10 of these fire hydrants on each side. And then I'm going to move it to my knees. You can do it with the band in either position. So either at the ankles or at the knees. We're still doing 20 on each side. I've just split them up here because I wanted to have a go at having the band in both positions. I definitely found that once I moved the band up just above the tops of my knees, that it was more challenging. I do another 10 here, 9, 8, again lifting that knee nice and high, up out to the side. That's it, very good. Changing sides. You can always do this if you need to. If I've written down a number of reps and it's too many for you, split it up. Do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other side and keep alternating rather than doing all 20. If you need to, you've always got the option. Good work. Glutes are on fire. Take that band off. We've got 5 more of those bird dogs on each side. Opposite arm to leg. Knee to elbow. Reach it forwards. Squeeze it in. Reach it forward. So we're working the shoulder, the core, and a little bit the glute as well as we extend that leg back behind us. If the can that you're holding feels too heavy, you can do this one body weight. My dumbbell here is 2 kilos. This exercise was actually pretty challenging, holding 2 kilos. So if you're anyone that has weights at home, that's what you want to aim for. 1 or 2 kilos will be fine. That's it. Fantastic work. That is set number 2, done and dusted. Here we go. Working set. We are doing 10 kick lunges on each leg. Now, if you have weights at home, feel free to hold weights while you do this exercise. You can hold a can of beans in each hand, or you can just do it body weight. I'm going to do the first set here body weight so that you can see what it looks like if you've got no equipment at home. 10 nice big kicks, front and then back. My knee almost touches the floor. Changing legs, other side. If you step back a really long way, you're going to get more glute activation. If you do a little shorter kind of step backwards, you're going to get more quad activation. I did a quad workout yesterday. Mine are pretty sore, so I'm going to stick with pretty big steps backwards to try and get more glute activation in my workout today. But you can work around how sore your body is. Lovely. There we go. There's 10 of those. We're going to come down now. We're going to do commando planks. So that is up onto the hands and then down onto the elbows. Look and see how I replace my elbows with my hands. So you really need to be moving your hands in and out every time that you go up and down. We're only going to do 5, and then we're going to do 5 on the other side. Now, if you are feeling tired, you can do what I'm doing here and you can come down onto your knees. I'm still holding a nice plank position. I'm not resting, but it is easier. 5 of those, up and down on each side. Exercise number 3, we are going to do lateral lunges. Again, I'm going to go body weight here. So my feet are really wide, touching the ground side to side. You may not have the mobility to touch the ground. That is totally fine. I have very flexible hips, so it's quite easy for me, and I don't really feel the stretch unless I go all the way down to the ground. But as long as you're feeling that stretch along your inner thighs, it doesn't really matter how far down you reach. You can either keep your feet flat on the floor, or you can peel your toes up off the ground like I'm doing here. Neither is right or wrong. It just depends on how good balance and coordination you have. I feel a bit more of a stretch if I lift my heels off. Exercise number 4, final exercise, we're going to do rear flies. So you're going to pick your cans of beans up again here, lean forwards as if you were about to do a deadlift, and then open your arms out to the back. This is an exercise to work your upper back muscles, but you will also use your lower back muscles to keep you nice and supported. Draw your belly button in, make sure your back is nice and flat, your head's in line with your spine, and fly those arms up. 12 of these. Excellent. That's our first set done. We're going to do 3 rounds of this. Grab a little drink and have a breather. We're working through these quite quickly. We're going to go back to our kick lunges. I'm going to pick up some weights this time. So you could do this with your cans of beans if you've got them and if you want to make it harder. Or if you've got weights at home, you can hold weights. You can either hold dumbbells like I've got here, 1 in each hand, or if you've only got a kettlebell, you could hold it underneath your chin. Totally up to you. Make sure that your feet are pointing straight forwards and your knee is going over your toe. You don't want your knee to wobble inwards as you step backwards into your lunge. You'll definitely be able to balance better if you do this exercise barefoot. One of the benefits of exercising inside the house. Changing legs, other side. Draw your belly button in nice and tight. Every exercise can be a core exercise if you're thinking about tucking your pelvis under, squeezing your belly button in. Make sure you're getting down nice and low in those lunges. Back knee should almost touch the floor every time. Sometimes it's good to do things in front of a mirror so that you know that you're doing them with good technique. Lovely. That's 10 on each leg done. Back into our commando planks. Remember, you've got the option to do them on your knees if you need an easier variation. If you can, popping up onto your toes, up and down, in and out. This is 3. We're doing 5 on each side. Excellent work. Keep going. Now changing sides. Keep drawing your belly button up towards the roof. Remember, you've got the option for your knees if you need it. Otherwise, you're almost there. Last one. So good. And rest. Nice work. Give those arms a shake. Give those arms a rest and go into our side lunges. Again, I'm going to pick up a weight now. If all you've got at home is your 2 cans, you can hold your cans while you do this. Otherwise, if you've got a dumbbell or kettlebell, hold it with both hands and lunge side to side. Remember to have the feet nice and wide, toes turned out to the sides. Push your knees open really wide. You've got to get those knees going over those toes. If your toes are out to the side, your knees are out to the side. You always want to feel like you're pushing your knee back as far as you can with this so that you're really getting that stretch through the inner thighs. Really working your adductors that run down the inside of your legs. This is also a really good strengthening exercise for your feet, especially if you're doing it barefoot. Excellent. And rest. That was 20 of those, 10 each side. Back to our rear flies. I'm going to change my grip here a little bit. Totally up to you. Last time we did it palms in. This time we're going to do it palms facing down towards your legs. Still same position with the body. Legs are a little bit bent. Bottom is poking out. Back is nice and flat. Tummy squeezed in tight. Just have the palms face towards your knees. Slight bend in the elbow. Opening the arms up really wide, squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back, really activating those upper back muscles. 12 of these. Nice flat back and rest. Fantastic work. Have a little bit of a rest here. Grab some water. We're going to work through these 4 exercises one more time. Okay, here we go. Last round. Then it's stretch time. Kick lunges, 10 on each side. This is a great exercise to also help strengthen your hip flexors. It's not something we think about a lot, but if you have strong hip flexors, they're less likely to get sore, especially when you go for long walks. Lifting your leg up in front of you like that is a great way to strengthen the hip flexors, especially if you hold it for a little bit longer. Working on our balance and our quads. Changing legs, other side. Really good to help strengthen your feet. Nice stretch for the feet as well at the back. Real flexion of the big toe there. Very healthy for the foot to be able to do. Keep going, you're almost there. Couple more. That's it, lunges done. Glad that's over. Last lot of this commando plank, 5 on each side. Here we go, down and up, down and up, out and in, replacing. That's it. Okay, other side. Nope, I was wrong. Here we go, other side. Good work, keep pushing through. As arms are tired, it's set 3 of round 3. You're doing an amazing job, that's it. Stretch back into a quick child's pose. Let those shoulders rest for a bit. Nice work. 2 exercises to go. I'm gonna change up my inner thigh lunges a bit here. If you want a harder variation, if you want to work your feet and your power a little bit more, you can actually step from side to side. So I'm bringing my feet in and then out, rather than just leaving them in the same position. Totally up to you. If you're feeling tired and you want to stick with the easier option that we've done the last 2 rounds, you can. If you want to challenge yourself and go for something a little bit harder, you can do the option I'm doing here. I'm still going to do 20, 10 on each leg. I'm just pushing off the bent leg to bring my feet back together and then changing it over to the other side. You always want to have 1 bent leg and 1 straight leg. Stepping onto the bent leg, keeping the leg you're stepping off nice and straight, stretching out the inner thigh. Doing really well. That's it, lunges are done. Inner thighs done and dusted. Last exercise. Changing the grip again for our rear flies. So we did palms back last time. This time it's palms forwards. So bottom poked out, legs slightly bent, arms slightly bent, leaning forwards, head in line with spine, palms facing forwards in front of you. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. This is a really excellent exercise that you can do at home that's going to work your upper back muscles. It's pretty hard, so you don't need much weight. Done. That's it. Do a few stretches, upper body and lower body. Nice 25 home workout done.